Dr. Vanessa Edwards. She's a naturopath doctor, and we're blessed to have her in our community. And so call your friends, call your neighbors, call your relatives, and let them know that Dr. Vanessa Edwards will be joining us. She's a naturopath doctor, and we're going to be focusing in on cancer, since this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I mentioned last week that this whole month we're going to try to give you an alternative. We're going to try to give you another approach to the regular conventional medicine approach, which I like to refer to as the cut, the burn, and the poison approach. Dr. Vanessa, what is naturopathic medicine?
Yeah, a lot of people ask that question, and most of the time they ask, well, are you a real doctor? And the answer is yes, we are real doctors. We went to medical school, and those first few years of medical school is your basic sciences, your chemistries, your biologies, even pharmacology. You have to learn how the body works, anatomy. We work on cadavers. We take a set of board exams, and then we branch off. And then we learn acupuncture, we learn nutrition, the basis of health, and that's what people call alternative medicine. With naturopathic medicine, our desire is not to treat the symptoms, is to actually go ahead and treat the cause so that the problem will not return. So that's the basis of natural medicine, or naturopathic medicine.
You have a set of principles, naturopathic principles. First, do no harm. Support the healing power of nature.
Yes.
Identify and treat the cause. Treat the whole person. Prevention is the best cure. Establish health and wellness. Educate the patient.
Yes.
Doctor as a teacher.
Yes.
Very wonderful principles. That's what we try to do here. As you saw, one of our missions is to educate and to inform. Expound upon those principles a little, if you would.
Sure. Especially educate the patient. That's one of my favorites. My goal is to teach you when you come in about your health, about your body, and how your body has the ability to heal itself. God has created our bodies with the innate ability to heal itself. So when we give it what it needs, it can do that. So I'm just not your regular doctor, and I'm just going to give you a prescription and say, take this supplement. No, you need to be educated on what you're doing, why you're taking it, why are you juicing, why are you putting these foods in your system so that your body can heal itself. Because if I just tell you to go and do something, when a piece of chocolate cake is sitting in front of you, you're like, oh, well, that's what my doctor said, but you don't understand why. You're going to eat the chocolate cake, and you're not going to do the things that you're supposed to do. So education is very, very important.
Very, very important.
Yes.
I agree wholeheartedly. You have some modalities that you use to treat your patients.
Yes.
How about going over some of those modalities?
Sure. First of all is nutrition. That's our basis. When you come in, I have you to fill out a diet diary. You keep that for about 5 days. And you bring that back in. And then we take a look at that and we see where we need to make some changes. So we add some things, we take some things away. We also do food sensitivity testing if that's necessary. Many different illnesses will come because you are sensitive, not allergic, but sensitive to a certain food. We can do elimination diets. We can actually test your blood for over 100 different foods to see if your body is reacting to that food. And it could be a good food like tomatoes or corn, but it's something that your body is reacting to, which could be causing a breakdown in the system. Again, I also do acupuncture. I do hydrotherapy. I really like hydrotherapy because it's actually removing the toxins out of the system. There's so many things I do. And hydrotherapy, acupuncture, again, nutrition is the basis always. And then again, educating you on what to do, what not to do. There's certain books I suggest as well. And one of the things that we also do over at the Rafa Wellness Center is we have Bible study across the street, which is Soundwords Ministries. And so we put those together because we're trying to heal the mind, body, and the spirit. Because if you're not believing, health comes from believing that God can heal you and believing in His Word. So we try to put all of that together.
You know, before we go back to hydrotherapy, I want to deviate for a minute, and I want to let the listeners know that, and because this is very important to me also, that you're part of the Rafa Wellness Center.
Correct.
You also are located at 4421 Salem Avenue. The number that they can contact you is 937-275-9473. You have a wonderful website, vedwardsnd.com, vedwardsnd.com. Of course, we will be giving this information again later in the program. How come the Rafa Wellness Center?
Yes.
Expound upon that, because you're just saying that you do some spiritual things there. Expound upon that.
Exactly. The Rafa House Wellness Center, again, Rafa means healing, and so one of the names for God. And what we do over there is, I'm a naturopathic doctor. I do acupuncture as well. And we have a reflexologist. We have a massage therapist. We do ear candling. And we also have an infrared sauna. And I love the infrared sauna. It's pulling the toxins out of the system. We also have an exercise area. It's really nice. We're trying to, again, treat the whole person. When you come, you will be prayed for. You will be prayed with. It's a very, very relaxing atmosphere. You'll just love it. If you haven't been over there, just come over and just take a tour.
Okay, I have experienced it. And again, listeners out there, our community is really, really blessed to have such a wellness center in our community. We truly, truly are. And I'm sure that one doesn't have to be a Christian.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I want to let the listeners know out there a wonderful, wonderful wellness center that's located right here in our community. Man, we are really, really blessed. Hydrotherapy.
Yes.
Explain that modality.
Yes. It's actually water therapy. And what I do is wrap you up in wool blankets. You're kind of like a mummy. And then I'm alternating hot and cold towels on the torso area. So the hot is going to actually bring the blood up to the surface. And then the cold pushes it back down through the organs. So we're actually releasing toxins out of the system. Most diseases occur because there's either a deficiency or there's toxicity. And so we want to clear out toxins from the body. I also have an electrode that is over the liver and over the kidneys. And so the electrode is helping dump those toxins out of the kidney. I turn you over and do the same thing on your back, the hot and cold, the hot and cold.
And explain the process of hot and cold. What is that doing to the cells? What actually happens?
Okay, so you're bringing the blood. The hot is bringing the blood up to the surface, and when you're bringing blood to that surface, you're also bringing white blood cells to that area. The white blood cells actually are your killers, your natural. We call them NK cells. So your natural killer cells, and they actually, well, we'll say, chew up and kill cancer. And so that's one of the things that we're looking for, and also ridding the body of the toxins.
The lymphocytes, so very, very important.
Yes.
So very, very important. And we talked about that many, many times in this program. If the listeners out there, if you can visualize what she's just speaking of, every morning, this morning I took a shower, I do hot and cold. I do hot and cold. And the real purpose of that is to stimulate the lymphocytes and get those white blood cells moving, so they can attack those things that don't supposed to be within our system. Rebounding, I talk about rebounding all the time, and that's one of my favorite exercises. Came by the store last night at 9 o'clock, you may have seen me rebounding outside. Again, the purpose is it's one of the best lymphatic exercises that it stimulates the lymphatic system, stimulating the white blood cells, so very, very important.